Hello, Mr. DeLima. And how are you today? I'm glad you're doing good. Well, I'm glad you do. We'll see if the rest of them do. I meant to do it when the race started, but I forgot to. It's not bad. Lately we've just had a lot of wind and minor snowfall, so nothing outrageous yet. Well, I guess by my standards, outrageous. Currently curious to see how a product I have listed on eBay does, because if it does, it's gonna be a great payday, but at the same time, like, I kind of don't want it to sell, but I need it to sell. So that awkward in between where it's like, oh shit, fuck, oh god. Thank you. You should take a look at half the inventory I post on socials. But about a month or two ago, I posted some Mortal Kombat 3 factory sealed PlayStation long box ones. Oh yeah? Website's always fun. Socials are pretty cool because you get to see the actual product though. And I'm doing multiple edits on the website to make it better too. Oh, so this needs a new Bluetooth connector. But anyway, so I posted those about a month ago. Oh, GameCube memory cards? This upcoming week I gotta test a bunch, so I'll put some up. If you remind me, I'll let you know. Oh, damn. Yeah, so today I posted another one of those Mortal Kombat games that I had. And I'm slightly nervous about it because I posted it for 15 grand plus shipping and $250 for insurance. Part of me does not want to see it sold, but the other part of me is like, you know, in one, I'll see what GameCube memory cards I've got, and I'll get some ready for you. Yeah, well, we're gonna see if it sells. Because so far, the last ones that sold were mine back in January. Yeah, not from him. One for 777, one for 666. And I wasn't going to sell this one. I was debating about getting it graded. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it for a ridiculous price. Because one sold back in 2021 for 8 grand on eBay. I'm like, you know what? Let's put it at 15 grand. Because if I do put it at 15 grand, eBay takes their 10%. That drops me down to about 13 grand. And I could put that 13 grand to getting caught up. I get caught up with a bunch of bills, and all I did was sell one rare game. And I still have a few left afterwards that I can use to try to force the price back down. Or become an extremely mad millionaire. Yeah. Some of them get nuts. Now, I'm not one for liking the idea of the price raising because of my actions, but at the same token, this is definitely one of those titles where, yeah, if the price is at that because of these, I would love to see the market get flooded after mine sells. Because then it'll be one of those things where people will try flooding the market and none of them will sell, and it'll force the price back down. Because how many people have OEM shrunk wrap copies of Mortal Kombat 3 for the long box PlayStation that came out of a wholesale box from 1995? I can tell you pretty much no one. So I'm pretty confident that I am the one setting the market value for those. I just don't like the idea of the price raising because of my actions. But at the same time, like, if it does sell, like, if someone's that crazy to put, you know, $15,000+ out for a factory sealed game, then you know what? They're a hardcore collector. Yeah. Hey, Makina. No, you didn't. Like I said, I'm slightly nervous about it because, like, I don't want it to be reflecting badly on the company. But, like, at the same token, I'm the only one that's sold any in the last several years, so... if I put a ridiculous price and someone buys it, hey, Makina. See, I gotta stop being nervous about some of these things, and gotta start being, like, ruthless, I guess. Because posting expensive games always gets my nerves wracking. Doesn't matter how expensive it is. You know, it could be, like, I get people trying to hate on us on socials because I post a copy of Pokemon Emerald for like $200 and some odd. And I'm like, dude, DK only sells it for $400. You won't find it for below this price. Fight me. So maybe I should just have that kind of attitude towards everything I post. If I post it, I know that that's the price for it, so I am confident that I don't give a fuck what you think. Oh yeah? Yeah, it's nuts. So every single time a product sells, the market value shifts. That's just how economics works. Now, unfortunately, with so many people selling games, that means businesses don't have control over the market value. If a business has control over market value, the price will stay low. Because businesses have a threshold of what they know you're willing to spend for this product based on the history of this product. So you can't sell a GameCube for $500 unless it's like a specific limited edition rare GameCube that you know is $500, like a Panasonic Q. But a standard black GameCube, yeah, you're not selling that for $500. Some guy posts one on eBay or Facebook for $300 and he modded it. Well, then all of a sudden people see a GameCube for $300. Yeah, I barely sell my GameCubes fully refurbished, and I mean a brand new clock battery, tested, cleaned to the T, and I'm selling them for like $110, and I just raised the price to $110. And that's as a business, fully refurbed. So, and mine's backed by a warranty too, so if anything does go wrong, you know, I got you covered. But that being said, it doesn't help me any when everyone is selling theirs on eBay and Facebook for $150 plus and selling them. And that's the awkward part, because people will see $150 and think I'm ripping them off when I'm paying them like 50% cash or 75% store credit for a fully functional GameCube. That I will still put the money into refurbishing before it goes back out for sale. So it's a catch-22. And Makina, Panasonic Qs, I don't know if they're actually going for $500. It was just an example because that's a ridiculous one. But I know working, they're not cheap. So currently a broken parts-only Panasonic Q is $850 roughly. And $750 for broken junk. About $1,700 for working ones. $2,300 if you have the controller and the Panasonic Q GameCube controller and DVD controller. 18 to $3,000 for a complete in box one. Yeah, Panasonic Q has always been nuts. It's like the Mountain Dew Edition Xbox. It's always nuts. But yeah, it's goofy because I can't complain about people selling their stuff because it's your stuff. You can do what you want with it. But I do want people to know that if they sell their stuff, they do remove it from that market and they remove it from that industry's control, which raises the price on it. So when they sit there crying that a regular GameCube is $150 to $200, yet they just spent the last year selling, games in GameCube for $150 for the console, $80 a game. Well, they can't complain because they're part of the reason why it's that expensive. It's that awkward catch-22 because you can't blame one party, but when you try to explain that businesses actually do bring the market value down, then people like to complain and they're like, oh, that's not true because businesses cost more money. Well, a business does refurbish it, they test it, they clean it, they warranty it, and a lot of times they're still cheaper than your random Joe Blow on eBay. But they do have to take market value and eBay listings into account because of all this stuff. Anyway, it's a major catch-22. I didn't prep an HDMI port yet. Prep the port, then replace it. But yeah, so it's ridiculous. So yeah, like I said, part of me does want it to sell because I could really use the money to get caught up with bills. But the other part of me really doesn't want it to sell because, well, I'd rather it not sell and a bunch of people try to list theirs and bring the price down. Because it's no sweat off my back either which way. But, great way to test what the market value of something is. If there is none available in the market, you put it up for a ridiculously high price. And if it doesn't sell, you gradually lower the price once every month. I mean, it works. I'm doing my best to keep prices low on products by refurbishing old ones and making them available for less. Someone traded in a Super Nintendo today, and I noticed that the market value had gone up to $140 for Super Nintendo consoles. I still haven't. I'm gonna be marking it $120 once I fix it up because first it's broke and second the shell's not that pretty. Yeah, a regular Super Nintendo is roughly $140 nowadays on market value. And once I refurbish it, I'm gonna probably mark it down. Hey Ace. Hey Grass Petal. No, Power Video 1 controller. It's also why I really dislike price charting and people who use price charting for consoles, because the prices get skewed when you sell just the console on eBay opposed to just the console with the hookups. It's all screwed up. Oh yeah, whose repairs this? 56 27 27. Unfortunately, that's pretty much because how people treat the markets. Businesses can't control prices if people don't support the businesses controlling the prices. And if people keep raising the prices for their own benefit, then the prices won't go back down. It's the same for any market. Games, cars, shoes, any of them, they're all goofy nowadays. This is the wrong tip for this job. Am I gonna change it? Nope. Okay, I have to remove this port because those 3 pads don't have any solder on them, and I knew I should have tinned that piece. This is the only issue with hot swapping. Oh yeah? That's awesome. I mean, I have the Famicom and Famicom disk drives. I have Super Famicoms. I don't have the Super Famicom satellite view. Yet. Yeah, I gotta test, clean, get them fixed up, then I get it posted up for sale. Hopefully I could get that all going again soon before everything closed down. Interesting. You had a Genesis? Well, that's awesome. I gotta fix up some more Genesis consoles. The board is hot. Yeah, those pins are solid. Nice. Nice. So you had a Genesis Model 1, the 16-bit. Now, do you remember if yours said 16-bit high definition graphics or if yours just said 16-bit Sega Genesis? Because there was actually 2 releases of that one. And one said high definition graphics on it, and the other one did not. Nice. The one that said HD graphics was the original. You had a Genesis 2 grass puddle? Nice. Alright, I think that is pretty solid on there. Oh. Wow. Nice. Sonic 2 is an amazing game. Those are pretty good consoles. Sega does what Nintendo don't. PlayStation, it only does everything. Yeah. Sega CDs are a pain to repair. I gotta get a hold of what's his name? The dude's a fucking whiz with Sega CDs. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Squeaked. I gotta get a hold of Squeaked. I gotta see if he'll talk to me about using oscilloscopes to work on Sega CDs. Because I could recap a Sega CD just fine. It's when you have to use the oscilloscope to test chips and stuff that I haven't done in... Successfully, I haven't ever done, I think. Attempted, I haven't done in like 15 years. But then again, 15 years ago I gave up because no one would teach me what the hell I was looking at. Nowadays, there's enough support in repairs that it's like, you know what, I could probably find someone who knows how to actually read an oscilloscope and will teach me what I'm looking at. And then I'd probably get a crap load of them repaired. You know what? I was trying to listen to regular music that I used to listen to years ago. But when all is said and done, I think I actually prefer my soundtracks that I have now. Okay, so this one has to get the front USB port reinstalled. Go for it. I have the Sega Power Strip for the Tower of Power. I have to actually locate it again because I lost it. But I paid a lot of money to make sure I secured a Power Strip. No, Makina, that's not Tower of Power, that's Eiffel Tower. Get your sex positions right. Grass puddle, what stuff are you doing? Actually, I don't want to know. We're gonna maintain the innocence of my chat. That you guys are all just into normal shit. I don't even know how kinky you guys are. Okay. Definitely need to build that shelf. Okay, let's see. This was sent in as a no power, and it sat as a no power because I was an idiot and listened to the customer. Grass puddle, why you gotta tempt me with KFC, man? Shit. By the way, this is why you do not listen to customers. Customer brought this in saying my son spilled water on it and now it won't power on. The HDMI port was broken. It powers on just fine. And it sat around because of the fact I listened to the customer. Okay, now I need to find out chicken. Alright, let's quick find out CFI 111. Where is my time to listen to Sense of Wonder. Console therapy. Hello, console therapy. I don't care about you, console therapy. I just need to know what the model is for this piece. Compatible with 10XX and 11XX. So if I pull this from 1015A, it should work with a 1015B, right? If this works, I'll just buy another one of these boards. Okay, I'll look into the Makina. If they suck, I'm coming after you. Come On Eileen. The same song the Beatles did? It's a different Come On Eileen? What am I thinking of? Come on. Come on. Am I thinking the right song? Camacho. Just... Because I know Come On Eileen. But what's the Beatles song that I'm mixing it up with? Oh, I'm mixing it up with Eleanor Rigby from the Beatles. No, I know Come On Eileen. Fuck me. I like Come On Eileen. Jesus. Thank you for your subscription, Camacho. Yeah, Eleanor Rigby, Mike. Yeah, both are great songs. I remember Eleanor Rigby not by name, but because of the fact I used to perform Eleanor Rigby when I used to do music. You're not gonna make me that confused, Makina. My brain's already coming to a halt for the day. But considering I know the song Come On Eileen, like, come on. Wow. That's really cool. I didn't think YouTube actually would recommend my content to anyone. Oh, Ace, stop your crying. But yeah, no, like everyone in this chat, I'm not even gonna be able to pronounce your name. Sorry. But pretty much everyone in this chat repairs video game consoles for either a living or a hobby. I do it for a living. You can cry if you want to. It's okay, Ace. You could also dance if you want to. You could leave your friends behind. Yeah, I would butcher that, like, big time, man. So sorry. I'm gonna call you Pio. Because, like, that's the first part of it, so Pio. I think I routed that too short. Okay. What we're gonna do... give myself a little extra length. And try not to destroy this. No, after I fix enough consoles, I do some code, and then I go to bed in my cage. I can leave my cage anytime I want to, Grass Puddle. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, there we go. Nope. No one gets to see the fire escape anymore, Ace. Because we did not start the fire. It has always been burning. And my cage is not to keep me in, Grass Puddle. It's to keep everyone else out. You're welcome. It is because you peoples want us to fix consoles that we are able to do so. And because we're all minor psychopaths that want to see the world be repaired one console at a time. Okay, so this was technically the wrong style of Bluetooth cable, but you know what? I made it work. See? It worked. You're very welcome, Pio. Okay, time to put all the screws back in. And unlike Roy, I will make you all watch me put the screws back in. Mwahaha. Careful, as you make these promises, Makina might take you on it. All these voices in my head won't be silent till I'm dead. That reminds me, I didn't see if Streamer Bot opened up. Streamer Bot can work if it wants to. So far, 90% of the time it has not worked. I'm really gonna reinstall Windows on my computer. Pigs can fly. I haven't heard anything about cops not being allowed to board planes. Such a weird statement. You know the funny part? My grandpa was a cop. One of my uncles was a cop. And 90% of my family is military. And you know the funniest part? They're the ones that tell me the cop jokes. So, yeah. Every single one of them is like, hey, you want to hear a joke? Like, sure. It's like, Army. It's like, dude, why you gotta be like that? They're like, because we're Marines. And then you have that one relative who's in the Army in the corner like, fuck you guys. At least I don't eat crayons. As I'm sitting there with all the green crayons in my possession, because the green ones taste the best. Wait, your dad's not a cop, Makina? I don't care if you didn't like my joke or not. I was more concerned about your dad being a cop. Well, damn. That's the shame. Because then you would have been able to tell your dad a good joke. Well, damn. Well, damn. Am I the only one in this group that has a good relationship with his dad? Well, geez. Well, Grass Puddle, welcome to the club. I don't have good family relations. I have a good relationship with my dad. There's a big difference with that. I don't speak with my mother. Nor will she ever hear from me again. Well, damn, Grass Puddle, ain't you just the perfect little family relationship motherfucker? I mean, I ain't got any complaints. Not talking to my mom is one of the best things that's happened to me so far. My. Alright, well, I need to hunt down 2 screws eventually, but I'll just take those from a donor console that I've got laying around a bit. But all in all, this one could get picked up tomorrow. Mine wasn't for my sanity, it was for my own volition. Or of my own volition for my own purposes. Well, damn! Hey, you know, I want to talk about being Mexican. You'll summon a computer booter. Come quick. I have a mech in my chat. Well, he's moving. Well, damn, Grass Puddle, you have an interesting life. good family relationships with both your parents, shot up at the cartels. Damn, man. Wow. Hey, Mustang! Hello, Mustang. Okay. You know, I tried shots with the cartel once. Turns out I can handle tequila, they can't handle sake. I just hit myself in the groin with a 1 liter Dr. Pepper. Fuck my life. Not really, P.O. I fix N64s almost daily. If yours is shutting down randomly, I would check your power supply before sending it in for repair. Alright, so gotta get this boxed up. Because I'm gonna make Rusty uncomfortable and send him a care package in about a month. I mean, they do. It's like $15 for a decent third-party AC adapter. Give me a sec. Alright, so a minor glitch on my website. P-E-O-O. Oh. No doubt. I feel that, man. I got so much stuff I gotta get done. But I'm trying to do it in my spare time. And then I'm finding I have less and less spare time to do stuff in. Oh, don't remind me. I have to do a Mario Day sale. Fuck. Mario Day. Fuck. Mario Day. Maybe I'll do 30% off all Mario products. Oh, you're good, man. It's to my site, so, you know, I don't mind plugging my own site. One of those things where, you know, if I get a sale from someone watching my stream, that's awesome. $10%? I like you better, Grass Puddle. Thank you, Grass Puddle. I'll do 10% off all Mario products. I'll expect a order from you on my site then, Grass Puddle. Well, my family's game store site, but whatever. 6 1 after dozen. You guys know what I'm talking about. An NES PPU? No. Even if I did, though, I don't think I'd want to sell it. Those are getting extremely hard to come across. One of these days, I'd like to build my own NES PPU, though. Yeah, same. I'm actually working with a company to make OEM quality shells. I'm hoping they actually pull through for me and don't send me cheap crap. $1.14? Okay. Yeah, if I could do it for less than $50, Grass Puddle, that'd be amazing. There you go, Grass Puddle. There's an NES PPU for you. let's do a TMR upgrade. I actually told one company that I'm working with, if they can somehow find thank you, Mike. I told this one company if they could somehow find a shipment of old Nintendo parts that happened to fall off the truck, I would not be opposed to paying them for them. Well, I sent you a link for one for $35. Oh yeah? All of my controllers that I can do TMRs on get TMR sticks. It's cool that you finally did one though. Pretty sure almost every controller minus Elite controllers that I do on stream have been TMR upgraded. But all PS5, PS4, Switch Pro, Switch, Joy-Cons, both Switch and Switch Lite, Xbox Series, and 1708 Xbox One are TMR. I am working on getting TMR sticks developed for the 360 and the PS3. However, I think I have to do most of the groundwork for that development before Hall Pie will even look at it. Oh, and I have TMR sticks for the Switch 2 in production. So, once those get produced, I'll be providing those as a service as well. I'm not so sure about being the man, Mike, but I appreciate you. I definitely do my best to make sure that every single controller that I put out there is better than what other stores put out. Because when you shop with Video Game Depot, you get the best available product guaranteed every time. Because I am an anal prick when it comes to the quality of the products I sell. Wait, VK did? See, I got told I wasn't allowed to do a Switch 2 TMR stick because they were being built and weren't technically released yet. So I got asked by Hall Pie not to do one. Yes, guaranteed. I wonder how VK got away with doing it. Especially when I got asked not to. Oh, thanks, Bio. Yeah, I mean, once the TMR sticks are actually developed for the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, then it'll be great. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I signed an NDA, so I guess there's really not a whole bunch they could have done if I did make a video of the Switch 2 TMR sticks. But I wouldn't want to betray that promise of not doing one. Which is why it's super annoying when someone else does one. Like, man, I said I wouldn't do it, and someone else was allowed to do it? Fuck. Anytime, Pio. Yeah, Because the Switch 2 joysticks are not that far different from the Switch 1. So it's actually cheaper to get the mold going than it is to do an older mold like Xbox 360 controllers. And because Nintendo never did change the sticks, so they are the same analog sticks that they use for the Switch 1, everyone's already expecting them to drift. So they are literally developing them to get ahead of the game. Instead of waiting for it to become an actual problem, they're making it able to be taken care of. Not for the Switch 2. They still do it for the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. Man, streamer bot's not working. Now, don't get me wrong, if your Joy-Cons do start drifting within the first year of first year of purchase, you do get a free 1-year manufacturer warranty from Nintendo that they must abide by. Yes, you can, Michael. I actually just sent a bunch over to them. Well, Switch 1 Joy-Cons, they have to do for free. Because they got in a lawsuit about it. So unless you like smash your Joy-Con, they will repair it for you or replace it. And I'm actually sending a handful of them out on Monday. I will admit I have been a little bit mean about it, and I've been buying broken Joy-Cons online and then turning around shipping them to Nintendo for them to repair/replace for free, and then when they get back, upgrading them to TMR sticks and then putting them out for sale, or pairing them off with consoles, with the exception of limited edition controllers, because Nintendo is very clear, if they don't have that limited edition controller in stock, they will send you gray ones. So just don't send limited edition Joy-Cons to them. There's one stick off. Another stick off. Yeah, I think a little on the evilish side. When it comes to at least the Joy-Cons, because until they don't have to provide the service anymore, why would I not take advantage of that service? It just seems silly not to. Now, don't get me wrong, they won't upgrade them to TMRs. So I still have to do the TMR work when they get back, but I mean, they do the buttons and everything else and the shells, so I even tell customers, unless your Joy-Cons are drifting, like if your Joy-Cons have any damages, send them to Nintendo. Yeah. Beats me. So, you gotta keep in mind, they will send back the same Joy-Con, except for if they do not have it in stock. So if the color you send them is not in stock, they are not repairing that Joy-Con. They are simply sending you a replacement Joy-Con in instead. So if you send them the Animal Crossing Joy-Cons or the Splatoon Joy-Cons and they don't have those in stock, you will be getting a gray one back. That's it. Just a gray one. So I always tell people, unless it's a limited edition Joy-Con, if it's got damages to it, send it to Nintendo. If it's got stick drift, send it to me for repair, because I upgrade them to TMR sticks so they won't drift in the future. Nintendo will not upgrade them to TMR. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Nintendo does say it straight on their website that, you know, before you send it out, if that controller is not in stock, they will send you a standard gray or neon red / neon blue controller. So it's not like Nintendo's hiding it, but people don't really pay attention on websites when they're filling out blanks. And they're just like, oh, well, you know, Nintendo screwed me over. They did this. It's like, actually, did you read the thing on their website that said right dead in front of you what they do? Well, no. Then it's your fault for not reading a website, man. They didn't hide it. It was right in front of you. I think it's the company's job to tell you what they're doing, but I also think it's the customer's job to read what the company tells you they're doing. Because what's the point in telling you what's going on if you're not even going to be bothered to read when I tell you? This is true. Now, I do believe that every company should make spare parts available. Okay? I do believe that they should make spare parts available. Now, if that means that they do not have, say they make 1,000 Splatoon Joy-Cons, right? I believe they should have at least 50 or an extra 500 parts. So if that means they have 500 sets of shells and that's it, then they have 500 extra shells. You know, if they are standard Joy-Cons, they should have enough to consistently repair them. You know, I'm all for the right to repair, and because obviously repair, and for a manufacturer's responsibility to have those parts or make those parts available. Do I think you should be able to get a 10-year-old part? Obviously 10 years later? Nope. If that part is hard to get a hold of because it's 10 years old, it's hard to get a hold of because it's 10 years old, dude. But at the same token, do I think you should at least be able to get certain components, yep, you should. I still think that they, even for the limited edition stuff, should have X amount available. Do I think they need to consistently make it? No. They just need to have it available, you know? Stupid simple stuff. And more as a precautionary, too. Like, a lot of companies, when you're ordering from China, will tell you to make sure you order like 10% more than what you need. Because the likelihood you are going to not get any issues is going to be slim, right? So you get told to order 10% more because they're expecting a failure rate of 10%. Now, does that mean you're going to have 10% of all the products you order from China fail? No. So, you know, I think 10% is a decent rule. If Nintendo makes 1,000 limited edition Joy-Cons and they only send, or they only have, whatever, that would be an extra 100 parts, then yeah, I think that would work. Yeah, exactly. Once they're gone, they're gone. If you... Otherwise, you're SOL. That's definitely what needs to be done. Because otherwise, then limited edition ones would just be lame. Because it'd be like, oh, well, you know, if I miss out on the limited edition one, I could just order the parts and make my own. No, I feel that too. Like, I've got a Last of Us Part 2 PS4 controller up above my head. And I've got the Pokemon Edition Switch OLED that's still factory sealed. I've got a Splatoon Edition Switch OLED that I got off of someone because she wanted the Zelda Edition one. So I sold her my Zelda Edition one for her standard one and for the Splatoon Edition one. And yeah, I'm a collector. I put my stuff up for collection purposes. I'm also a poor collector, though, so eventually I do usually get rid of my collections. It's kind of the awkward downside. It's like, I don't have money or space, so I'll buy the limited edition stuff and then look at it and go, fuck, I spent money. I didn't have that money. Shit. So then I'll put the limited edition stuff up for sale at the store. And be like, hey guys, check this out. We just got a shipment of this 5-year-old limited edition console. How about that? Warehouse find. And it's like, yep. My personal warehouse. Oh, I'm not even planning for that. You know, if I had enough money, right, and I had an actual, like, big warehouse, I would make my own distribution warehouse, and part of my distribution warehouse would be just limited edition consoles and controllers sat to the side, you know, like a case of each, and they would just sit there. If they drop in value, they drop in value. The ones that don't drop in value, I'm going to keep. That way, when everyone's whining and complaining and they're hard to get a hold of, I have a case that is good to go. If I take one or two of them out of that case and I put them out for sale, hey, I put them out for sale, one or two of them out of the case. You know, I'm very simple about it. I do what I can to make sure that the markets can't oversaturate products, and I can at least have products available at some point later for a lower price. But sadly, I don't have enough money to do that. So It's kind of, you get what you get and you can't throw a fit. Nice. Yeah, I just gotta get more money so that way I can do the stuff I want and not complain about not being able to do it. That's all. I just need to get more money. You know, as if that's the easiest task in the world. Just get more money. Yeah. Dude, I watched this one guy on this Facebook business group I'm a part of, and he's got like cases of games that he'll wind up like getting rid of for like $10 or $15 below wholesale price. And I'm like, dude, how do you manage to do that? He's like, I'm not managing anything, man. I buy a couple cases. If the game doesn't sell well, instead of sitting on it forever, you know, I post it in this group with other businesses and give them a bit of a discount if they buy multiples. I get rid of my overstock, and they get one for cheaper than they would have if they had a wholesale license. And it's like, I guess. And he's like, it doesn't always add up, man. You know, sometimes you pay $55 to $60 for these games, and you can't even clearance them out because the game dropped in value to a $30 game. So now you have to drop it down to $20 for a wholesale price. Yeah, you sit on the inventory. It still costs you money to have that inventory there. It costs you money in taxes because you got to keep in mind, as a business, you pay taxes for buying that product, taxes for selling that product, and taxes for that product still being in your inventory. So businesses do pay a crap ton of money to have product. So that's why you'll notice that sometimes a company will just like clearance out all their stuff and you're like, why the fuck are you clearancing it, man? Like, you can make money if you sell this stuff. It's like, because I have like 3,000 of this item and it's costing me more money to sit on it and wait for it to sell than it is if I just clearance it. Hey, AC Poo. I don't know, maybe he went to bed. I thought he was looking for you. Alright, so we're gonna get this calibrated, and then once this one's calibrated, I'm gonna check one other controller, because I think the controller is a bootleg, because its buttons look wrong, but it could just be the color scheme that makes the buttons different. Yeah, warehouses do cost lots of money. But they don't cost as much money as storage units. Storage units cost way more than a warehouse does. Because, trust me, I'm paying like $400 a month for storage units. Whereas a warehouse, I might pay $1,000 a month, but I have 24/7 access. And I could do a lot more with a warehouse than I can a storage unit. Huh. That piece didn't clip down. Why is this not clipping down? What's this stuck on? Oh, one of the clips was broken. That's why it's not clipping down. Two of the clips are broken. Shit. Also why I need a 3D printer, so I can 3D print these clips on the inside. 3D print them, glue them in. I'm not gonna fiddle with this all night. It's gonna be good enough. Wow. Okay. Ace is always having a lever spat with Makina grass pedal. I mean, come on. Good luck, man. I'm making sure my storage units don't go up for auction. Fuck that shit. I put way too much money into paying for those storage units. I ain't letting them auction them out. And we calibrate, quick calibrate. And this has a 3% error zone, and this has roughly a 3% error zone as well. Alright, 3.5, close enough. Just gonna spasm this until I can get them both to 4. There we go, both are 4% error zone. Thank you, Mike. No, 1 a.m., Makina. Hello, Envoy. Thank you. Well, I have been live for almost 2 hours now, and since it is 1 a.m., I do have some other work to do off stream, primarily coding. So I've got this guy done, I got that guy done. I don't even know what I spent the last 2 hours doing. Okay, well, thank you all very much for coming into my stream. Yeah, storage units are nuts. Hope you all had fun. I appreciate you all. I will see you guys all in the next one.